First tonight, hat in the ring. The Prime Minister successfully completing the nomination process over in Cat Island, sealing his name on the 2026 general election ballot. Plus,
drama unfolds on nomination day as the COI tries to stop the PLP's candidate from being nominated. I'll have the details coming up.
And then we check in on just one of the races to watch. Our Joshua Williams breaks down the four-candidate race between the three major political parties in Pine Ridge, Grand Bahama. And then in our news at 7:30, seeking a third consecutive term and a shot at being Prime Minister, the opposition leader officially nominating for Marco City. Our Joshua Williams joins us live in the second city with the details. We've got the details for these stories and more as our News Live at 7 starts now. The ballots for the next general election are now set across the country. Welcome to our News Live at 7. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Shepard. From New Providence across the Family Islands, voters are weighing a familiar question: continuity or change? Tonight, every major seat now in play, and the road to May 12th officially underway. We've got extensive coverage over the next hour with a focus on all the major political parties and independents. Our Delvado Emmanuel with the Prime Minister and his family today as they travel to Cat Island for the nomination process.
At 8:59 this morning, Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for Cat Island, Rumkey and San Salvador, Philip Davis, made his way by foot to the Island Administration Office to officially throw his hat in the race, seeking to represent the constituency for the sixth consecutive term.
I'm exhilarated by the fact that I'm taking another step and to be amongst a unique group of persons who would next be elected to Parliament. I am very grateful to my people of Cat Island, Rumkey, and San Salvador.
Davis was backed by his wife, children, and grandchildren, along with dozens of party supporters who made their support clear. After completing his nomination, the incumbent spent his time with residents at a local restaurant. Mixing and mingling. On the menu was Popeye's chicken, flown in from Nassau. During his time with constituents, Davis said he's looking forward to continuing the progress already underway.
The airport is building. The two airports, one will be open shortly. New Bite is continuing. You see the road work is on the way. We're installing potable water for the first time ever in the Cat Island history.
The PM is being challenged by Free National Movement's candidate Mike Holmes and the Coalition of Independence candidate Donna McKay. However, things didn't go as smoothly for Coalition of Independence candidate Donna McKay, according to returning officer Gilbert Kemp.
Well, you know, right, if you're nominating the persons who are signing for you and vouching for you, they must be on the register of that constituency. Unfortunately, most of her persons were not on the Cat Island, Rumkey, San Salvador register. So she had to quickly go outside, and luckily for her, some people were able to entertain her and sign for her.
Thanks so much. Once again, our Delvado Emmanuel traveling to Cat Island today. And what started off as a timely and smooth nomination process at T.G. Glover Primary School today erupting into chaos as COI contested the nomination of PLP Fort Charlotte candidate Sebastian. Our Jasmine Brown was there as the drama unfolded. She joins us live from T.G. Glover Primary School. Jasmine, I understand it all started with the COI's candidate, Daphne Johnson, refusing to leave the room?
That's right, Megan. It was a lot of drama today as the process took a little longer than we were all expecting. In fact, the fact that that candidate did not fully nominate by 10 a.m., we knew something was happening. The returning officer did come out and speak to the PLP's candidate, as well as the FNM's candidate, Travis Robinson, was also being told to wait. But just after 10 a.m., we did see the COI leader make his way on campus, and that's when the drama unfolded.
On what grounds did you just nominate someone in front of the whole Bahamas right now who has a government contract Give me the law, please. Did you all file objection? Yes. Did you all give them a letter? Yes.
COI leader Lincoln Bain facing off against election officials at the T.G. Glover Primary School this morning, objecting to the nomination of PLP Fort Charlotte candidate Sebastien Bastien, alleging Bastien said he has $50 million in government contracts while he was on a Guardian radio talk show recently. Bain rushing from nominating in the Pinewood constituency to face off against Bastien and the returning officers, having this brief exchange with the PLP candidate in the hallways. Inside the nomination room, he also asked Free National Movement candidate Travis Robinson to object, but Robinson chose to focus on successfully nominating. Outside the school, Bain addressing reporters, saying if Bastien's nomination stands, he plans on not only taking the matter to election court, but also asking international partners to probe the upcoming election. We caught up with Bastien at his constituency headquarters on Farrington Road, where he appeared undeterred. Bastien also dismissing the suggestion that he has a $50 million contract.
I even heard a video saying he claims I have a $50 million contract with the government. With Lincoln Bain, if I have a $50 million contract with the government, if you could find that, I'll give you $5 million of it. Stop talking foolishness.
The PLP candidate saying despite what unfolded at the school, he's focused on his campaign and becoming the next MP for the area. And he's not the only one with the same hopes. Free National Movement candidate Travis Robinson and COI candidate Daphne Johnson both believe they'll be successful.
I'm just excited to be nominated for the people of Fort Charlotte to become their next member of Parliament.
I am very excited. The people in Fort Charlotte is also excited, and we are ready to go.
Now, Megan, it was a much lengthier than usual process, but at the end of the day, all three of those candidates were able to successfully nominate, and what they say is next is to ramp up their campaigns and prove to Fort Charlotte residents why they should be their next MP. Back to you in studio, Megan.
Thanks so much, our Jasmine Brown, live at the T.G. Glover Primary School. Well, the nomination day fanfare overshadowed in some instances by the challenges of the coalition of independence candidates. Leader Lincoln Bain bombarded with calls from his members immediately following his nomination process. Among the issues, according to Bain, was the requirement for a candidate's letter from him.
That is ridiculous. Normally what they ask us for a letter for is so that the person can have permission to use our logo. This is when they're preparing the ballots. So they want to make sure that no one comes and sneaks up and says, I'm with the coalition. That's understandable. And so that is what they do it for, not for nomination day. So some confusion is going on and the proper education did not go on.
And in contrast, it was a relatively quiet morning in the southern zones of the capital at nomination centers in Southern Shores and Carmichael. Arriving promptly at 8:40 a.m. at the Gerald Cash Primary School Nomination Center was the first official nominee of the morning, independent candidate Simeon Mackey. Mackey, a 68-year-old building contractor, says he has been part of the community for 49 years and believes it's never too late to be the change you want to see, adding that he hopes to pass on his knowledge to the next generation.
I would like to facilitate the teaching of a trade to the young folks, like plumbing, electrical, carpentry, teach them landscaping, all things that can empower them for self-maintaining with their own profession.
Incumbent PLP candidate Keith Bell arrived by motorcade, flanked by family members and supporters, saying he believes his record over the last term will earn him a second term.
We have cleaned our parks, we've cleared our parks, we have also had our vegetable and fruit market. We have, for the first time in 40 years, developed a whole subdivision called Vinspin Meadows Subdivision, and we are very proud of it. So we've been working, we've given jobs.
Then there was a veteran politician and Free National Movement candidate, Eleuthera Komalafe, making it clear she was not sent to Carmichael, but chose to offer to represent the community she grew up in.
I want to see a Carmichael that's stronger, one that's clean,
one that has a safe community where persons can feel proud of. We want to lift the standard here in Carmichael. We want to strengthen Carmichael. We want to see our young people strengthen. We want to take care of our seniors. And we want to see business opportunities come to Carmichael.
Shortly after, Coalition of Independence candidate Charlotte Green arrived to secure her place on the ballot, identifying flooding and infrastructure as the top priorities for residents.
We want the residents of Carmichael to know that they have an option, they have a choice now. And the Coalition of Independence is nothing like the PLP or the FNM. We answer directly to the people. We answer directly to their needs and not the system.
Also nominating in the constituency, independent candidate O'Brien Knowles, who told me this is his third time offering himself for public service and believes voters should give independent candidates stronger consideration. And over in Grand Bahama, nominations went off without a hitch today. Out of the 5 seats on the line, there are 2 in particular that voters will be keeping a close eye on. Our Joshua Williams was in Grand Bahama today for the process.
Candidates officially nominated for 5 seats across Grand Bahama today. Motorcade stretching across Call Road and Pioneers Way, ending at Christ the King Church. Pine Ridge, a seat to watch. It's a 4-candidate race between the 3 major political parties, but intriguing to most. Running as an independent yet again, Frederick McAlpine, who held the seat as an FNM back in 2017.
And it means that I believe that the people, as a result of my nomination, will receive by their support in electing me good representation for the area of Pine Ridge and by extension Grand Bahama.
Progressive Liberal Party incumbent Ginger Moxie is confident she'll repeat in what is sometimes described as FNM country.
We've done so much in all of the polling divisions in Pine Ridge, impacting lives along the way, and so love to continue the work.
Central Grand Bahama, also a key seat to watch. Incumbent Iram Lewis carried the FNM's banner before crossing the floor of the House of Assembly to the Coalition of Independence. Even with this move, he's confident.
And one thing I can say about the COI has never disappointed Grand Bahama. Amen. He's never given a chance, and we will not disappoint Grand Bahama moving forward.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Well, a smooth process also reported in Long Island today, where 4 candidates are now in the race for that seat, all new faces to the race. It was all smiles and friendly greetings as the candidates filed into the administrator's office in Clarence Town to present their papers. As expected, the 2 main parties showed up in full force, sending familiar political faces. The FNM hoping to retain a traditionally FNM seat with former MP Andrew Rollins, and the PLP putting forth a former candidate in Renika Knowles. Rollins says he's focused on working for Long Islanders, while Knowles came with a party message of progress.
So I can assure the people of Long Island that I'm going to do all in my power to be a sponsored member of Parliament, fight for the needs of the people of Long Island. I'm not going to play petty politics. Whether or not they vote for me, I am going to work for them. The Free National Movement is about working for the Bahamian people. I am here to work for the people of Long Island, whether they vote for me or not. But it is my hope that the vast majority of Long Islanders will recognize that I am the best qualified candidate, one who is most serious about bringing change to this island, improving the state of affairs on this island. I'm going to go to the House of Assembly and fight for the people of Long Island.
In the 2017 general election, I ran against the leader of the opposition at that time. It speaks to my character and to the fact that I am not afraid of a challenge. And Long Islanders, I don't feel, are color-based, and I would think anyone should be classed as that. We are Long Islanders first, a Long Island United. And if they can place their faith and hope inside of me, I will deliver the seat for them, and I will represent all Long Islanders. Just given the opportunity, the Davis administration has invested heavily in infrastructure. We are delivering the airport, allow us an opportunity to be able to deliver more for you.
Well, that list of electoral candidates officially rounded out by Shira Pratt from the Coalition of Independence and independent candidate Natasha Turnquest, who entered the race as a late entry. And Michael Pintard locks in Marco City, but sounds off on the voter registration process. While over in Exuma, Chester Cooper sells continuity, while his challengers say daily life tells a different story. Over in Pinewood, Lincoln Bain taking his fight over the rules straight into nomination day. While in Garden Hills, we witness process drama as Rick Fox makes it official. Our extensive team coverage continues tonight in our news at 7:30. Well, a Nassau landlord is behind bars after his tenant accused him of rape. Prosecutors say 47-year-old Joey Sawyer raped the 49-year-old woman on April 11th after he asked her about outstanding rent. Sawyer did not have a lawyer when he stood before Acting Chief Magistrate Ancella Evans. He was not required to enter a plea and was remanded to prison as the magistrate lacks the jurisdiction to grant bail for the charge. Sawyer was advised of his right to seek bail in the Supreme Court. He's back in the magistrate court on August 6th to receive voluntary bill of indictment papers. Well, it's been a busy and long day, but beautiful day on the outside. It's time now for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. It's been a busy day.
Busy day.
7 a.m. I heard those cars and the music.
Yes, we've been in office since about 6.
Yeah. But yeah, you did mention a busy day and it's been quiet. We did have some quick passing showers and we could probably see 1 or 2 of those later on tonight. 76 degrees is our current temperature in the partly cloudy skies. It's still a bit on the breezy side. Your winds out of the east-northeast at 13 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 75. Temperatures right now around the island, 76 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Marsh Harbor, Abaco here in the capital, Great Harbor Key, and in Allenstown, Bimini. Nicholstown, North Andros, 78 there, 77 in Governor's Harbor. Central Bahamas, 78 Kemps Bay, Arthurstown, Kid Island. Then we pick up 77s in Black Point, Exuma Keys, Coburn Townsend, Salvador, Deadman's Key, Long Island. Pair of 79s in Georgetown, Exuma, as well as in Port Nelson and in the Southeast Bahamas. 79 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, Abrahams Bay, Meguana. Pick up 80s, Colonel Hill, Crooked Island, Delectable Bay, Matthewtown, Inagua, and Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands. Yeah, cool 75. You have a lot of clouds down there. We show that in our satellite picture right now. That high pressure system weakening as we speak, but we still have that northeast to easterly breeze bringing some patchy clouds across us. We did mention a couple of isolated showers in the northern Bahamas. Most of that activity will pull out towards the west, but we still have the disturbance near the southeast Bahamas. That's going to continue to generate a few showers down there, and that's going to continue to move towards the west, keeping some showers in the forecast for the southeast Bahamas over the next day or two. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Coming up in sports, people in Philly have to know the lyrics to Lay Low and Bimini by now. They've been hearing it after every VJ highlight all year.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
Hey, you gotta catch the Charlie Bahama show this season where it's all about food and to get ready for the season. I'm here at Spritz with the chef who's gonna teach me a thing or two about food. So chef, what's the first thing we gotta do?
First thing you gotta put this on.
No, chef, the first thing we gotta do is stretch. That's right, you don't wanna catch cramp. Stretch. Get ready, Charlie Bahama, Cable Bahamas, channel 212. Wait the food, I'm hungry now.
I'm not international, I'm Bahamian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stretch. Stretch.
It's your vote.
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 Then it's our vote. Tune into Channel 212 on election night for play-by-play coverage of the biggest decision in the country. It's our vote, only on RTV.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Meet the voices who want your vote. Coming to the RTV lineup, Candidates Catalog, a show that throws political heavyweights and newcomers into headline-grabbing challenges. Join Megan Shepard as she dissects candidates' promises, pasts, and personas. Candidates Catalog, where strategy collides with conscience. Only on RTV.
Voting is how we shape the future of the Bahamas, but it doesn't start at the ballot box. It starts with being informed and involved beforehand. Learn about the candidates, ask questions, and compare their priorities. Engage with your community, follow national debates, and seek reliable information so that your choices reflect what matters most to you. Participate in public discussions and make your voice heard. Then, when you go to the polls, you're not just casting a vote, you're making an informed decision. Your knowledge matters, your actions matter. The future of the Bahamas depends on those who show up, speak up, get it.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Martinutt. Let's do show. The Philadelphia 76ers won just 24 games last year. That has almost nothing to do with the story. I just want you to recognize VJ Exum is a culture changer. Exum made his NBA postseason debut as the 76ers defeated the Orlando Magic 109-93 in the SoFi play-in to clinch the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. He finished with 19 points and 11 boards. Up next, a first-round series against the Boston Celtics with Game 1 set for Sunday at 1 p.m. at TD Garden in Boston. Edgecombe's postseason journey begins with a full circle moment. You remember TD Garden. He dominated Boston with 34 points in his record-setting debut, and in 4 regular season games, he averaged 20 points, 5 boards, and 3.5 assists, while shooting 41% from 3. The season series between the 76ers and Celtics finished at 2 games apiece, and 3 of the 4 matchups decided by 2 points or less. One of the most historic rivalries in the league gets a new chapter. You had Wilt versus Russell, Dr. J versus Bird, The Truth versus AI, now VJ Max versus Tatum and Brown, who don't have a cool nickname.
I'm not just saying this as an alumni, but the Life Key Dragons are the most dominant soccer program in the country, and they have the trophies to prove it. The Dragons won 3 or 4 BAISS soccer titles this week at the Roscoe Davies soccer fields. The senior girls defeated the QC Comets 2-1, the senior boys defeated Windsor School 2-1, and the junior boys defeated the Comets 4-0. Windsor prevented the Dragons' sweep of all divisions when the junior girls defeated the Comets 2-1.
That'll do it for Our Sports. Stay tuned to Our News at 7:30 for more of Nomination Day. Not necessarily more of us, though.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as the Pope blasts world leaders for spending billions on wars. And then U.S. President Donald Trump says Israel and Lebanon have agreed to a 10-day ceasefire. We have the details when our news continues.
Voting is how we shape the future of the Bahamas, but it doesn't start at the ballot box. It starts with being informed and involved beforehand. Learn about the candidates, ask questions, and compare their priorities. Engage with your community, follow national debates, and seek reliable information so that your choices reflect what matters most to you. Participate in public discussions and make your voice heard. Then, when you go to the polls, you're not just casting a vote, you're making an informed decision. Your knowledge matters, your actions matter. The future of the Bahamas depends on those who show up, speak up, get informed, and get involved.
They got a way to get involved. Get involved, get involved. Let's go! Come on! Oh, yeah! Look here, we gotta be there for each other. Sister and brother.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
It's your vote.
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 Then it's our vote. Tune into Channel 212 on election night for play-by-play coverage of the biggest decision in the country. It's our vote, only on RTV.
Hey, you gotta catch the Charlie Bahama show this season where it's all about food. And to get ready for this season, I'm here at Spritz with the chef who's gonna teach me a thing or two about food. So chef, what's the first thing we gotta do?
First thing you gotta put this on.
No, chef, the first thing we gotta do is stretch. That's right, you don't wanna catch cramp. Stretch. Get ready, Charlie Bahama, Cable Bahamas, channel 212. Wait the food, I'm hungry now.
I'm not international. I'm Bahamian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Every week, one show drives the national conversation. On the Record.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Pope Leo blasting world leaders for spending billions on war during forceful remarks during his visit to Cameroon. The pontiff criticized the governments that use religious language to justify conflict, calling instead for what he described as a decisive change of course toward peace. This after fresh social media attacks from U.S. President Donald Trump and as the Pope takes a stronger public stance against the war involving Iran.
Jesus told us, "Blessed are the peacemakers, but woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth." Yes, my dear sisters and brothers, you who hunger and thirst for justice, who are poor, merciful, meek, and pure of heart, you who have wept, you are the light of the world.
Meanwhile, Trump says Israel and Lebanon have agreed to a 10-day ceasefire set to begin at 5 p.m. Eastern Thursday. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said he held what he described as excellent conversations with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Lebanese President Joseph Aoun. Trump says top U.S. officials will now work with both sides to try to secure a lasting peace. The announcement comes as Israel continues strikes in southern Lebanon targeting Hezbollah. Still to come in our news at 7:30, our coverage of Nomination Day across the country continues, including hearing from candidates from Exuma and Eleuthera. That's coming up when our news returns.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Danielle here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more great content, be sure to hit that notification button and follow the team you already trust.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
My name is Trevi Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed I actually had intermittent services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support, helping clients working remotely when I'm from home. The internet is a very important aspect of my job and my life. My name is Eleuthera Williams, and the future is home with a live fiber.
All right, well, our nomination day coverage continues tonight at 8 with On the Record with host Jerome Sawyer live. He's recapping the day's events featuring our news reporters and analysis, along with guests representing the three parties, the governing, opposition, and third party. They will join the discussion, helping to lay it all out in real time. On the Record, starting tonight at 8, right here on the Our TV network. Well, to watch any of today's stories highlighting the nomination day process, be sure to visit ournews.bs or Our News Bahamas on Facebook. That does it for Our News at 7. Joining us now is our Jamila Missick with the latest headlines. Jamila.
Hi, Megan. Nomination day officially in the history books, but not without its fair share of challenges. We've got continued coverage from islands across the country. Here are your latest headlines. Tonight on Our News, Michael Pintard locks in Marco City. Tonight on Our News, live at 7:30. The opposition leader officially nominates in his constituency, but sounds off on the voter registration process. Our Joshua Williams is live with the very latest. Meanwhile, the race heats up in the Family Islands as Deputy Prime Minister once again nominates for the Exuma, Ragged Island, and Key seat, while challengers say daily life tells a different story. And pandemonium in Pinewood as the Coalition of Independence leader makes a strong plea for one candidate to step aside. And in Killarney, Dr. Hubert Minnis runs as an independent in a race already making history. It's nomination day. We've got those stories and much more when Our News Live at 7:30 returns.
Hey guys, Megan Shepherd here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Just click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you stay up to date with content like this from the team you already trust.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hutchison, and I'm inviting you to join Space's Grief Therapy Group. Spaces provides a community, and community is important because it helps other individuals who are going through the loss to realize that their experiences are pretty common. It also provides a space to share and to vent and to just talk about what the journey has been like. And then Spaces is a place to be vulnerable, but also to be supported by the facilitator, me, and also the community of other grievers. So if you're interested in being a part of this time-limited grief therapy group, I would invite you to take a look at the number on the screen and register at the information provided.
(2021) Borders overrun, gang wars raging, crime out of control. 4 years later, we're stronger. More than 1,000 new police and defense force officers, new interceptors protecting our waters, record numbers repatriated, and with stronger security partnerships, tougher anti-gang laws, and shantytown crackdowns, we're tightening our grip. Stronger borders, safer streets. This fight is never finished.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face.
Tonight, the ballots for the next general election are set across the country. From Cat Island, where the Prime Minister officially entered the race for 6th term, to Grand Bahama, where Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard says voters are ready for change. It's nomination day. and it has transformed a campaign season into a national contest. All across New Providence, supporters packed schools and community centers as first-time candidates stepped forward. In Garden Hills, former NBA star Rick Fox officially entered Bahamian politics. In Killarney, a former prime minister protecting his legacy, now running as an independent. And in Port Charlotte, one of the most watched battlegrounds this election, a sharp contrast emerging between massive wealth and a grassroots push for support as the race begins to take shape. In Pinewood and beyond, nomination day clashes raising questions about rules, eligibility, and the process itself. And across the Family Islands, from Exuma to Eleuthera, Long Island to Cat Island, voters are weighing a familiar question: continuity or change? Tonight, every major seat now in play, and the road to May 12th officially underway.
Welcome to our news and thanks for joining us. I'm Jamila Mizik. We've got extensive team coverage of today's nominations with our Joshua Williams all the way up in north in the nation's second city, witnessing several nominations across constituencies there, and our Chinasa Alton outside S.C. McPherson Junior High School. But we begin with you, Josh. Josh, we know exciting times on the island for candidates today.
Good evening, Jamila. So happy to have you back, by the way. I'm standing right in front of the Marco City constituency office. It's a bit quieter now. As a matter of fact, before we came on there, someone passed by and said the party is by Kwesi, referring to East Grand Bahama F&M candidate Kwesi Thompson. But as I mentioned earlier, the energy, you certainly could feel it out here. And in true Michael Pintard fashion, while he was happy to be officially nominated, he took the opportunity to shed light on another issue at the same time.
Excitement in the nation's second city as Free National Movement leader and incumbent from Marco City, Michael Pintard, nominated for the general election. It was a short motorcade from his constituency headquarters where he completed the process. With documents in hand against the roar of the crowd, Pintard describing the feeling of the movement.
We are confident that the people will speak, and they will speak for change. And that change would be the Free National Movement. And this morning, I am honored to be leading this organization.
And while he says the nomination process went well, he used the opportunity to shine light on another issue.
The process inside was smoother than people trying to register to vote. And our hearts go out to all of those persons who, unfortunately, because of the process that has been in place, it's been a disastrous process for transferring and registering. But we're happy for those that have gotten on the register, and we are confident.
Pintard has held this seat since 2017 on an island considered an F&M stronghold. His record, he says, speaks for itself.
From the time I moved to Grand Bahama, we've built a relationship with the people. They have embraced me, I've embraced them, they love me, and I love them back. And so I'm honored, I'm humbled by the support that is here. And these are the people who every day, they work on behalf of Bahamians who have challenges with keeping a mortgage, paying the rent, finding food, keeping their children in school, getting medical procedures. They have reached out, even when they have had personal challenges, repairing homes and so forth. So I'm really, really honored to be working with a team that works for every Bahamian.
Now, of course, this part is over now, but it's full steam ahead for the party. They have settled several political rallies planned across the Family Islands, across New Providence. In fact, the party is going to be in Abaco tomorrow night. Of course, our news will be there providing coverage, as we are the team that you already trust. Jamila?
All right, thanks for that, Josh. And over on Exuma and Ragged Island, a mix of experience, new challengers, and community-level concerns into focus this nomination day, with the Deputy Prime Minister seeking a third term and challengers promising a different approach. Kendino Knowles tells us voters in Exuma and Ragged Island now face a clear choice about the island's direction.
With the ballot now set in Exuma and Ragged Island, the contest is taking shape around a familiar question for voters here: continuity or change? Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper officially nominated for a third consecutive term. pointing to major projects he says are already in motion across the constituency.
Progress will continue on the basis of the many things we already have in the pipeline. We're going to finish the airport. We're going to finish the roads. We're going to be starting new projects. We're going to be building 3 bridges. We're going to be looking at a new town center. Yes. And of course, there's going to be 68 acres of new housing.
But Free National Movement candidate Deborah Moxie Rolls says for many residents, basic services remain the real issue this election.
We have a healthcare system that has failed us. We don't have an emergency system. We have a high school where students are sent home every day, 12 o'clock, because there is no water.
Meanwhile, Coalition of Independence candidate Byron Smith entering the race with a focus on practical education and youth opportunity.
We also need to implement trade schools within our primary schools from the beginning.
And supporters out in large numbers Thursday, like F&M Reno Curling, rallying behind his candidate.
If she is elected, we'll work as a team to make sure Exuma is well taken care of.
For others, this race is also about whether national resources are reaching Family Island communities the way they should.
The Commonwealth of the Bahamas, that wealth in the Commonwealth, common among everyday Bahamians. And
among those supporting the incumbent today, his wife, Cecilia.
I look forward to continuing the work with children and women of Exuma, along with my husband, the Member of Parliament, who we hope will be elected for a 3rd time.
And with nominations now complete, the focus in Exuma and Ragged Island shifts from the process to the choices ahead for voters come May 12th. Reporting for our news, I'm Candino Knowles.
All right, and over at Cleveland Enes Primary School in the Pinewood constituency, the process was not met without opposition.
We don't want just politicians traveling first class, etc. We want answers.
That's leader of the Coalition of Independence, Lincoln Bain, who was first out the gate for nomination ahead of the May 12 general election. Surrounded by supporters, Bain made his case to Pinewood voters, saying he's ready to represent the constituency.
I think that Pinewood knows that I am a man who's going to stand up and fight for them. By people of Pinewood, know that their worst nightmare is me in the House of Assembly. Yes. Give them their horrors.
But he did not leave without objecting the nomination of F&M candidate Denari Rule with returning officer William Pratt.
He needs to show you, since it was public knowledge, that he has resigned. All right? In order to satisfy that. This is an official objection.
Outside, Bain doubled down, arguing that the rules must be followed.
You are a public servant, even if it's a quasi area, you must resign.
However, F&M candidate Denari Rule appeared unfazed by Bain's concerns when he arrived with his supporters. The first-timer says he's ready for the race ahead.
You can check our industrial agreement that speaks to the political leave that I'm off. I'm unpaid, so I'm not getting a salary from water and sewage. I don't know if Mr. Bain is scared of what's to come, but hey, I'm here to get nominated. I'm excited. And thank you guys for being here. I'm ready to roll to the polls. I don't know about you, but Pinewood, it's time to roll to the polls.
Under Article 13 of the union's industrial agreement, employees vying for national election are to be given time off without pay to prepare for same. Such persons are to resume their duties within 1 month after the election if unsuccessful. Meanwhile, incumbent PLP MP Miles LaRota confidently made his way into the nomination process, saying he's hoping for a victory a second time around.
Come out here, we've got good energy. The progress will continue. The PLP has put in the work. I have put in the work. My supporters out here will confirm that Pinewood 2 straight.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Jamila Missick. Meanwhile, in Garden Hills, things turned tense early after a dispute over process nearly delayed one candidate from entering the race. Chanassa Outen, who is live outside S.C. McPherson Junior High School, was there to witness every moment. And Chanassa, what we're understanding is party representatives had clashed over who could enter? How? Tell us.
Yes, Shamila, now things have lulled down here now. However, earlier, dispute was centered around procedures being pushed to its limits. And at one point, Coalition of Independence candidate S. Aisha Clear says that she was basically blocked from nominating, despite being on the campus first.
The time is not 10:15. The time is first come, first serve. If every party does not agree to a time, you cannot give a time and think that we are supposed to comply.
Claire says she was never informed of a scheduled nomination time and claimed she was even threatened with arrest if she didn't comply. However, she was later allowed to complete her nomination. Meanwhile, one of the day's most watched moments at the S.E. McPherson Junior High School nomination site came as former NBA player and actor Rick Fox officially entered the political arena as the Free National Movement's candidate, shifting from Hollywood and the hardwood into public service.
Many people step forward to serve their country. Many people step forward to serve their community. I'm just one of them that is doing it at this time in my life for our country at a time when we need it most.
Fox also taking a swipe at incumbent Progressive Liberal Party Member of Parliament Mario Boleg, suggesting residents has not seen enough of their representative over the past 5 years.
And for someone that grew up in Garden Hills and lives in Gardens, supposedly, people are looking for him still after 5 years. We see the pot cake around more than we see him.
But Boleg, unfazed, says he remains confident, pointing to what he describes as 4.5 years of continuous work in the constituency.
I'm not even concerned about who's running against me from any of the other parties. Right now, it's all about my focus on the work I've done in the last 4.5 years. I think the people in Garden Hills is very intelligent electorates. They've seen the work I've done. They understand the programs that I've put in place. And I think at the end of the day, when the count is made after May 12, I will be victorious.
As the nominations are now set, the focus shifts from controversy to the campaign trail, with all eyes now pointing to May 12th.
Now, Jamila, as all candidates in the Garden Hills constituency are now officially nominated, all attention focuses now on the campaign trail as voters shift towards May 12th. Back to you in studio, Jamila.
All right, thanks for that, Chinasa. One of the most watched races this election cycle is in Killarney, where former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis is now running as an independent after not getting the nod from the party he once led. Minnis, who has held the seat since 2007, is now facing 3 first-time candidates in a 4-way race. Joined by his wife and former cabinet minister Renwood Wells, Minnis called the moment historic.
This will be in the history book. One, never before in the history of the Bahamas, a prime minister who has led his party to the greatest victory recorded in the Bahamas, now running independent after being booted out by that same party. All right? Why this is especially significant, I'm now running as independent, the voice of the people.
Nominating for the Progressive Liberal Party was Robin Lyons. The COI's successful candidate was Dr. Veronica McIver, while Michaela Barnett Ellis will be the FNM's candidate for the West New Providence constituency.
A lot of mixed emotions. I got a little nervous as we were coming up the road, but it was a very easy process. We had all our forms in order.
I feel elated. This is my first time, and the process was seamless. I thought it was going to be more hurrah, but it just went very, very smooth. We went in, we signed, we gave the funds, and everything went very well. I can't ask for anything better.
The process was easy, it was smooth, it was fast, and so I'm happy that we are now officially on the ballot.
Member of Parliament Marvin Dames is back in the political race, saying his return is driven by what he calls the crying concerns of residents in Mount Moriah. After a 5-year hiatus, Dames says he was encouraged by supporters and constituents to step back into frontline politics, a decision he says was not taken lightly.
I had a 4 or 5 year hiatus and was contemplating whether I ought to return. But, these folks you see behind me, and everyone can vote in Mount Moriah, kept pressing and told me, Mr. Dames, you have to come back. Had it not been for them.
Daines also addressing questions about a past business relationship, pushing back against claims that the issue should reflect on his character, maintaining that individuals must be held accountable for their own actions.
Many people that I continue to help over a lifetime, many have gone down the right path, some have falling off the cracks. If you own a car, you lend your brother a car, he get caught with a gun in it. Are you at fault? Are you at fault? If you have an employee, he drives off in your vehicle, and you're not controlling him. He drives off in your vehicle and get caught with some contraband in the vehicle. Are you at fault?
Cloudy conditions in the capital tonight after a mostly sunny nomination day. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Jamila. A very interesting day. Looking for some nice conditions tonight. May have a quick passing shower or two. Partly cloudy conditions outside. 76 degrees is our current temperature. East-north, east winds at 30 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 75. Satellite radar composite. High pressure ridge across the area is weakening. The winds have started to fall off, and the seas are going to be slow to subside, so we still have caution for most of the island chain. Some patchy clouds moving across. There's a disturbance near the southeast Bahamas. That's going to be tracking towards the west. Could bring a few more showers to the southeast Bahamas by tomorrow and possibly into the weekend. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at the extended forecast. Still to come.
Eastern New Providence brings the energy this nomination day. We'll show you the tears in an emotional moment and the first-time candidates. And from Grand Bahama to Eleuthera, the ballots are now set. And the road to May 12 is on when our news returns.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Meet the voices who want your vote. Coming to the RTV lineup, Candidates Catalog, a show that throws political heavyweights and newcomers into headline-grabbing challenges. Join Megan Shepard as she dissects candidates' promises, pasts, and personas. Candidates Catalog, where strategy collides with conscience. Only on RTV.
Voting is how we shape the future of the Bahamas, but it doesn't start at the ballot box. It starts with being informed and involved beforehand. Learn about the candidates, ask questions, and compare their priorities. Engage with your community, follow national debates, and seek reliable information so that your choices reflect what matters most to you. Participate in public discussions and make your voice heard. Then, when you go to the polls, you're not just casting a vote, you're making an informed decision. Your knowledge matters, your actions matter. The future of the Bahamas depends on those who show up, speak up, get informed, and get involved.
They got a way to get involved. Get involved, get involved. Let's go! Come on! Oh, yeah! Look here, we gotta be there for each other. Sister and brother.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud. The
In Eastern New Providence, the energy was hard to miss. From first-time candidates entering the race to emotional moments with supporters and confident incumbents seeking another term. Our Danielle Miller visited several centers.
This was the energy across constituencies in the East Thursday morning, supporters turning out in numbers behind their candidates on nomination day, a key step that now puts them on the road to May 12th. We begin in Elizabeth, where Free National Movement candidate Heather Hunt, Coalition of Independents candidate Donna Dorset Major, and incumbent Progressive Liberal Party candidate Jo Beth Colby Davis all completed their nominations. Then, over in Freetown, at Palmdale Primary, PLP incumbent Wayne Monroe, F&M candidate Lincoln Deal, Coalition of Independents candidate Olivia Ingram Griffin, and independent candidate Andrew Johnson all secured their spots on the ballot. Deal, one of the youngest candidates in the race, calling the moment a humbling step.
I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to serve first, and I look forward to serving Freetown with passion, love, joy, and excellence.
And for Johnson, a first-time independent candidate, Nomination Day marked his official entry into national politics, saying community support, not party labels, is what matters most.
Look at the people that got behind me. This is what matters, not the parties, the people.
In Fox Hill, another first-time candidate, Dr. Nicholas Fox, becoming emotional after completing his nomination at Sandilands Primary School, embracing his son as supporters looked on.
I am filled with emotion to have this opportunity to represent the people and the community from which I came.
Also nominating in that constituency, Coalition of Independents candidates Robert Brown and longtime PLP incumbent Fred Mitchell, who has represented Fox Hill for more than 2 decades. Mitchell expressing confidence his relationship with residents will carry him across the finish line.
I don't discriminate against people, and I don't get mad with anybody. I think that's how you do it. Mm-hmm. All the funerals, the weddings, the christenings, house burns down. You got to be there.
Reporting for our news, I'm Danielle Miller.
Over in Grand Bahama, nominations happening today in both East and West Grand Bahama constituencies. Our Italia Hall Thomas is up next.
A relatively quiet scene outside the Church of the Ascension in Freeport on Friday morning as the nomination center officially opened. Free National Movement candidate Kwesi Thompson was the first out of the gate, arriving with supporters in a burst of energy. With documentation in hand, Thompson says he is ready for the race ahead.
I am feeling wonderful. We have a seal red. Nomination day. We are feeling wonderful.
Shortly after, Progressive Liberal Party candidate Monique Pratt arrived, flanked with her supporters. She too is confident for victory following her nomination.
It's so overwhelming. I'm so grateful. God is so good. I worked so hard to get to this point, and I'm really proud to be the standard bearer for the Progressive Liberal Party.
Administrator Yvonne Ward confirming a smooth process with an additional candidate expected from the Coalition of Concerned Citizens.
East Grand Bahama is the largest constituency with geographically and demographically. We have 6,699 voters in East Grand Bahama, and as you know, it stretches from Freeport into High Rock, into McLeanstown and Sweetingski.
Over in West Grand Bahama, 3 candidates officially nominated at the 8 Mile Rock High School gym. Incumbent PLP candidate Kingsley Smith and F&M challenger Omar Isaacs were joined by CII candidate Tony Stubbs Albury. Administrator for West Grand Bahama, Ricardo Ferguson.
Candidates came, did what they had to do. Their supporters were very respectful. They were respectful, so we didn't have any issues, and it just went smooth and fast.
But there was a familiar hiccup as the COI candidate needed a letter from her party.
She went and she returned, and everything went smooth.
Reporting for our news, I'm Italia Hall Thomas.
It's a 2-constituency race in Eleuthera, with highly contested races in the north and south. Here is Jerome Sawyer with the nomination day highlights from the island.
Inclement weather didn't dampen the process in Eleuthera today. The race for North Eleuthera solidified at the administrator's office in Harbour Island. Incumbent PLP candidate Sylvanus Petty confident he's going to get a second term.
We got to be successful on the 12th. The journey continues. The journey continues. One of the reasons why I came back is because we have a lot of projects that have already started, and I have to see them to fruition.
His challenger, F&M Howard Ricky Mackey, looking to regain the seat he lost last election. He says it's because of family.
And there's a reason that I'm coming back. I value family. I value my wife, my children, my grandchildren, and those of all of the constituents of North Eleuthera.
The Coalition of Independents candidate Natasha Mitchell now officially on the ballot with hopes of some specific improvements.
We have a docking situation. We want to deal with all the docks immediately because we have a lot of farmers and fishermen.
In Central and South Eleuthera, PLP incumbent Clay Sweeting showed up with a full cadre of supporters at the Rock Sound Administrator's office. His campaign strategy to continue building on his first term.
We look forward to 2 straight and giving them the same type of energy, investment, and time and effort to build upon the work that's been done.
One of 2 challenges, Bahira Grant Taylor of the COI came in with high spirits and supporters, promising to focus on land reform.
Farmers are being taxed so highly with having to get our own land. And the people of Hatchet Bay, which is in my constituency, not even being able to have any sort of access to getting commerce land.
And rounding out the Central and South Eleuthera slate was Philippa Kelly, flanked by a nomination day staple. Her focus, listening to voters to find out their needs.
First and foremost, you got to get in the communities to speak with the people to find out exactly what is it that the people want. Don't assume you know what they want.
Reporting for our news, I'm Jerome Sawyer.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
Coming up in sports, people in Philly have to know the lyrics to Lay Low and Bimini by now. They've been hearing it after every VJ highlight all year. Back at home, the LCIS Dragons have been making highlights of their own on the pitch.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hutchison, and I'm inviting you to join Spaces Grief Therapy Group. Spaces provides a community, and community is important because it helps other individuals who are going through the loss to realize that their experiences are pretty common. It also provides a space to share and to vent and to just talk about what the journey has been like. And then Spaces is a place to be vulnerable, but also to be supported by the facilitator, me, and also the community of other grievers. So if you're interested in being a part of this time-limited grief therapy group, I would invite you to take a look at the number on the screen and register at the information provided.
2021. Borders overrun, gang wars raging, crime out of control. 4 years later, we're stronger. More than 1,000 new police and defense force officers, new interceptors protecting our waters, record numbers repatriated, and with stronger security partnerships, tougher anti-gang laws, and shantytown crackdowns, we're tightening our grip. Stronger borders, safer streets. This fight is never finished.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face. I know just what to do, go to the paint place. So if you wanna play it right the first time, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place. And if you want it to last a lifetime, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Martinut. Let's do show. The Philadelphia 76ers won just 24 games last year. That has almost nothing to do with the story. I just want you to recognize VJ Edgecombe is a culture changer. Edgecombe made his NBA postseason debut as the 76ers defeated the Orlando Magic 109-93 in the SoFi play-in to clinch the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. He finished with 19 points and 11 boards. Up next, a first-round series against the Boston Celtics with Game 1 set for Sunday at 1 p.m. at TD Garden in Boston. Edgecombe's postseason journey begins with a full-circle moment. You remember TD Garden. He dominated Boston with 34 points in his record-setting debut, and in 4 regular season games, he averaged 20 points, 5 boards, and 3.5 assists, while shooting 41% from 3.
Basketball game of runs. You know, each team gonna have their own run, but it's all about who capitalized. And I think I thought that we did that. I felt like we capitalized on the opportunity when it was given to us to extend the lead a little bit. We got some stops. We just played hard. You know, they're a good team. They go on runs, but we just stayed solid. Didn't let their run affect us too much.
I'm not just saying this as an alumni, but the Life Key Dragons are the most dominant soccer program in the country, and they have the trophies to prove it. The Dragons won 3 or 4 BAISS soccer titles this week at the Roscoe Davies soccer fields. The senior girls defeated the QC Comets 2-1, the senior boys defeated Windsor School 2-1, and the junior boys defeated the Comets 4-0. Windsor prevented the Dragons' sweep of all divisions when the junior girls defeated the Comets 2-1.
That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS. Nomination day was wild. We may be 2 of the only people that had to go to work today.
You know what was wilder? People in Philly didn't expect VJ to be like this.
Imagine if they had to do nominations for NBA awards. Motorcade?
Breezy conditions with some quick passing showers shaping conditions outside our studios tonight. Greg is back at the weather wall with your extended forecast when our news returns.
Voting is how we shape the future of the Bahamas, but it doesn't start at the ballot box. It starts with being informed and involved beforehand. Learn about the candidates, ask questions, and compare their priorities. Engage with your community, follow national debates, and seek reliable information so that your choices reflect what matters most to you. Participate in public discussions and make your voice heard. Then, when you go to the polls, you're not just casting a vote, you're making an informed decision. Your knowledge matters, your actions matter. The future of the Bahamas depends on those who show up, speak up, get informed, and get involved.
They got a way to get involved. Get involved, get involved. Let's go! Come on! Oh, yeah! Look here, we gotta be there for each other. Sister and brother.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
It's your vote.
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 Then it's our vote. Tune into Channel 212 on election night for play-by-play coverage of the biggest decision in the country. It's our vote, only on RTV.
Hey, you gotta catch the Charlie Bahama show this season where it's all about food. And to get ready for this season, I'm here at Spritz with the chef who's gonna teach me a thing or two about food. So chef, what's the first thing we gotta do?
First thing you gotta put this on.
No, chef, the first thing we gotta do is stretch. That's right, you don't wanna catch cramp. Stretch. Get ready, Charlie Bahama, Cable Bahamas, Channel 212. Wait the food, I'm hungry now.
I'm not international, I'm Bahamian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stretch. Stretch.
When now
This is our news. Welcome back. High pressure starting to weaken across us. The winds have started falling off mainly across the northwest Bahamas. Still have caution flags for the central and southeast Bahamas. Those winds will eventually fall off by the weekend. We do have that disturbance still just to the east of the southeast Bahamas. Lots of showers and thunderstorms popping up really across Hispaniola. That's the Dominican Republic and Haiti. But we still have a couple of showers just to the east of the southeastern islands, Turks and Caicos Islands, as well as the Nagua area. Could see some showers tonight, tomorrow as that system progresses towards the east. Taking a look at our future forecast, couple of showers out there in the open Atlantic. Spotty ones passing across the northwest Bahamas today, but we will continue to see more of those showers moving through our area by Saturday, mainly across the southeast Bahamas as that disturbance pushes towards that area. Boating forecast. As I mentioned, the winds have come down, but we still have a caution flag because those seas are still a bit elevated. They're going to be slow to come down. Northeast to east winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, but building up to 6 feet offshore in some northeasterly swells. High tide is at 7:55 tonight. Low tide takes place at 2:19 in the morning. Central and southeast Bahamas, those winds still a little stiffer down there, but coming down. Northeasterly winds at 50 knots, so a caution flag down there as well. Seas running 3 to 5 feet, but building up to 7 feet offshore in some northeasterly swells. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, beautiful conditions throughout the weekend. Those winds coming down, temperatures will start to warm up into the mid-80s, but we do expect a front by early next week. Could see a couple of showers in the forecast during that time, and temperatures will be back down near the low 80s. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks for that, Greg. And with that, we thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Jamila Mizik. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. On the Record with host Jerome Sawyer starts now.